Good morning, everybody. My name is Kenny Cams. It is September 17th already. Wow. This is Kenny Cams, and this is The Black Show. So today might be a little bit quicker of an episode for real. Mainly because I got a bunch of content coming out right now, literally on the computer. Dope podcast last night. Me, myself, and Big Hero's House HD do a weekly podcast on Mondays, and it's more kind of recapping the major events like in the Black culture that happened the week before. We are currently looking for a female co-host. So if any ladies that wanted to do a podcast, that are interested in doing a podcast, hit me up. I'll say like the kind of the prerequisite, like it's best if you grew up with brothers, preferably older brothers, because we're not gonna really sugarcoat too much when we talk, and I think that's a good thing. I think that honest, transparent conversation needs to take place. So we are officially looking for a female host of the co-host of the Black House. My bad, y'all. The Black House. That's gonna be confusing for me. I actually said it last night. I had to edit it out. Actually, it might even still be in the episode when it's uploaded now. But so the topic I wanted to talk about today it's something I saw Corey Holcomb talk about, and it's something that it makes complete sense to me. And I'll start it off by giving my personal experience with this. I'm gonna treat you how you behave, and I'm not gonna treat you how you want me to treat you. I'm gonna treat you how you behave, and I think that's a thing that got real confusing and real contorted in American society specifically. Because especially doing editing for different MMA artists and like talking to different MMA agents and like getting their marketing stuff done right. Western values are so much different than Eastern values that I can't even really explain it. And I'm a person that just goes into most experiences, or I try to go into most experiences just open-minded, no bias, no judgment, and just experience what I'm experiencing. That could be with people, that could be with like walking in the woods. Like I spent a lot of my life just thinking about stuff that really didn't really have a big point to it. Like it wasn't important. My mom said this to me one time. And shout out to my mama, man. I love my mom so much, dude. I talk to my mom and my sisters. They in a different country, and I talk to them at least 3 or 4 times a week, man. Because that's my balance point. Them and my nephew are my balance point. I realized that yesterday after I talked to him. Because I was a little bit like feeling, like yesterday. And I talked to my mom and my sister on the phone. I FaceTimed them. Well, they FaceTimed me, actually. And just catching up from their trip they just took. I'm going to have them both on here to kind of go over the trips that they had. So my mom is in the UAE with my sister, right? In the UAE, it's interesting. So you can't just live there. Like you can't just come and just move there. So what my mom and my sister has to do, because my mom moved with my sister to help with my nephew, and we wanted my nephew not to just be raised by random people. Well, my sister has to work, so we didn't want him to be raised by random people. We wanted him to be our family and be in the family for real and know his people. So my mom moved out there, but they can't. So when you're in the UAE, you only have, I think it's a 60-day or 30-day limit. Then you got to go to a different country and come back. So you got to leave and come back. So they do that. So that's why like America and all these other countries, Americans don't understand the rest of the world, because they talk about, the border, like immigration, all that stuff. No other country does that. No other functional country does that. Every other country that's like letting people in is failing. Every single one. And no one even judges or says anything about the UAE or Saudi Arabia or these Middle Eastern countries that have legitimate rules like, no, you can't just be here and we not know who you are or what you're doing here. So they have to leave every 30 days and go to a different country. So this last time they went to Turkey, and I was extremely fucking nervous, y'all. One of my homies is active duty, and I be asking them like, "Hey, is this a safe place?" Because like I know the Middle East is crazy, and it's a different culture over there, and it's a male-dominated society. And I'm like, man, I got my sister and my mom, and my nephew over there. Like, it sucks to me that I can't be over there and do that stuff with them. But I understand, like, I gotta build the foundation here first, so that the women can have a good life, the life that they deserve. So, shout out to my mom and my sister. But back to the topic. People think that you should treat them the way that they think you should treat them, and that's not how I operate. In this last week specifically, I think a lot of people close to me got a better idea that I don't bullshit nobody. I don't bullshit you. I'm going to ask you straight to your face what the fuck is going on. And if it's something I don't like, I'm not going to get mad at you. I'm just not going to mess with you no more. And that's because I treat people the way they behave. I don't care what the media says about you. I don't care what other people say about you. How do you behave, and how do I observable behavior? So this could even be like your Facebook activity, your Instagram activity. I'm judging you for the person that you present yourself as. And there was a Corey Holcomb episode that I saw a clip from of the short, and he said this too in a different context though. He was talking about dressing, and this is specifically for my female listeners. If you dress like a hoe, you're asking to be treated like a hoe. If you act ratchet, if you cuss people out, you're acting like you want to be treated like a ratchet. If you're a serial cheater in a relationship or you talking to a whole bunch of dudes, I'm going to treat you as a hoe, as easy as a lot of guys have access to you. That's not me being in the wrong. That's me looking at the objective truth of what I see and making a decision. And I think a lot of people try. That's why I say narcissist. That word narcissist got thrown out purposely, I think, to obfuscate what it really means. And the people that are narcissists. So this is how you can tell if you're dating a narcissist or if you're involving yourself with a narcissist. Point out something they did wrong and say that it hurt your feelings. And watch what they do. They're going to deflect it back to you and say, well, I only did that because you did A, B, C. And so narcissists can never take accountability. All the other stuff that, you can put in there that people try to like, oh, this guy has standards. He's a narcissist. This guy tells women how it is. He's a narcissist. This woman doesn't like men. She's a narcissist. No, but me, I didn't even have a example for women because it's always put on men. A narcissist is someone that cannot take accountability. Which gender has issues taking accountability the most? And I think that people don't understand that this is a mental disorder. These people aren't going to just wake up and be like, oh, I shouldn't treat that person like that no more. That's how they are. So when I see any of it, and it's very rampant today that people aren't full blown like clinical. I've been around two clinical, very personal life. Slept in the same bed with one. It's no way. It's all for them. It's all about power and control over you. And I treat people that act like that like you're that. You don't even have to prove me different. Because if you approach me that way, why did you feel comfortable to try to manipulate me? And I think because I have this kind of like childish kind of demeanor about me. And I know that, y'all. I know people like, you 35, bro? You act like you're in your 20s. Why not? Why shouldn't I act like I'm in my 20s? I feel good. I'm in better shape now than I was in my entire 20s. So why shouldn't I act like that? And people will want you to change the way you move because they feel some type of way about themselves. That's the part that I don't like. Because a lot of times, it's even if you are moving positive, and I was talking to my mom about this too. My mama was like, they know me, and they know I'm my daddy's son, and they know Tony Campbell really don't. He ain't really play a whole lot with motherfuckers, and I suppressed that side of me for so long of my life, of like being so. I was over passive because I didn't want to express that side. Because I was kind of embarrassed by it because the world told me, like, no, you shouldn't stand up for yourself. That's basically what the world tells us every day. You shouldn't stand up for what you believe. And what you believe is what you wear on your collar. Like, people that know me or people that see me, I smile at people. I'm happy. I have conversations with people. I just got a sale from the person that's right there, the yoga spot next door, of the art therapy teacher, gonna bring in some of the people that want to sing. And stuff like that happens when you're just a cordial, nice person or kind person. And even me, so that's why I say, like, I get on the women addressing like hoes and I'm gonna treat you like that. But I relate that back to me. So in the morning, I'm usually coming in dressed like this. Like I show you, I got sweatpants on right now. So I'm usually dressed like that, sweatpants on. Just hop out of bed, take a shower, and come in here so I can do the black show in the morning and do my editing and stuff. Then if we have a more like important podcast, not important, but more like stylistically, like yesterday, I'll put on some actual clothes and come in. But I've gotten to the point where I'm comfortable talking to anybody in sweatpants or in a full blown 3-piece suit. Why? Because I'm competent. And I think a lot of the issues now with people dressing like hoes and people just not being themselves is they're not really competent in anything. We have a bunch of people, and that's why, like, when black people don't see what's coming, like, I don't know how, it's a delusion y'all in or something. Y'all don't see what's coming, bro. Like, they are, okay, this is the best way I put it. And then I'm going to close it up so I could finish it and that other one up, and we can get something out for the day. This is where especially black women confuse me. And black people in general. I see like we're one of the worst races with this, or worst cultures with this. I don't believe in race. We're one of the worst cultures in this. How are the same people that have historically oppressed the shit out you and just did terrible shit to you also helping you? That's the part I just don't understand. But then I look at how people, some of these personal relationships and romantic relationships that people have, where like, I think that black people enjoy being treated wrong. It's some trauma that we've had from whatever happened in the past. Because I'm not all sold on slavery. I'm not all sold on this shit. And people will look at me like, why? That's stupid. Like, y'all taking history from people that have historically lied to you and saying it's the truth. And then also saying that history is not the truth, and y'all want to teach different stuff like critical race theory. Like, it's no cohesiveness to the liberal point of view at all. It makes no sense. It's a bunch of shit getting thrown on the wall. And our black women are falling hook, line, and sinker for it. Like, black men, I see more black men now, and then they try to put us in a box of conservatives. I'm not a conservative. I just have common fucking sense, and I'm not easily manipulated. And don't get people like try to villainize me for not being easily manipulated. It's a game that they're playing, and if you can't see it, you're dumb, and you're not paying attention. Don't get mad at the people paying attention to what's happening, because you don't want that to be happening, and that's an epidemic in our society. So I'm gonna end it up at that today, y'all. I got a couple good episodes coming today. Also, I'm opening up the music production store a little bit. I kind of weeded out all the stuff for the artists that we wanted. So now y'all got the inventory. So I got about 50 beats on there on my United Masters. And I would say this: it's not only for like rappers. Like, if you're making a podcast, if you're a content creator, you need intro music, or you need just kind of music in the middle, like. It's for that too. Or like you want to make a reel and you don't want to have, because the thing is, people don't understand is when you post a lot of stuff with you're making a lot of other people money, and that just takes away from what you're making. all of that's going to them. Like, I'll be very transparent. I haven't made a dime off of any of these podcasts. I probably invested over $3,000 or $4,000 into the podcast, not the studio, the podcast alone. And that's buying software, that's subscriptions, editing sites. Like, I can show people how to do this, but what I realized is a lot of people they just say shit. And I'm a person, if I say something, I'm going to move on it. I might fail, but I'm going to move on it to see if it's tangible. But I realize a lot of people aren't like that. So everybody have a good Tuesday, man. I'm going to go kick it with the young dogs at Brothers tonight. So feel free to pop in, man. I'm going to be at Brothers about 6. We just go there. They got some good-ass burgers, get some drinks, and chop it up with the young dogs. Yeah, y'all, it's Kenny Cams. I'm out. And wait, the one thing I do want to say is from the conversation with Harold last night, y'all going to see, what I realized is I don't really like being single and like, because I'm one where I'll just hyper focus. It's just how my brain works. So if I'm not dating, I'm working. And I realize I need some balance in my life. So I'm about to start going back outside again. So if y'all got any suggestions of good places to go, throw them in the comments. Because what I'm going to do is, for all of the businesses that are thrown, the small businesses in Milwaukee are thrown in the comments, I'm going to do a free commercial for y'all. Because I really want to see the city go. So it's a couple businesses that I want to get in there and chop it up with anyway. So holla at me, like, comment, subscribe, drop a business in Milwaukee area below, and I will contact the owner, and we see if we get some shit popping, y'all. It's Kenny Cams. I'm out. Peace. Have a good day, y'all.